Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Magic Gamer 74. I'm your host, Anthony Gamer, and today we're going to be discussing Legends from the Legends set. The Legends expansion is probably one of the best early sets of expansions for Magic the Gathering. It was released in June of 1994. There were 310 cards in that set, and the complete set is worth right around $20,000. Now, what made this set different from the previous ones was that it introduced new creatures called Legends. Legends were individual creatures, specific people, if you would like. Some of these different legends, most of them actually, were multicolored. This was also the first time you had the gold cards, where a specific spell or summoning would take more than one color, like for instance 2 colorless, 2 red, and 2 blue to summon this particular creature or legend. Now since that time, I myself personally have built decks around some of these specific legends. And then Commander came along. Now if you're not familiar with Commander, I have down in the description below instructions for how to set up a Commander deck and how to play it. It takes a while to explain that, so check with the literature that I have down below. Now, these particular legends from the Legends set some of them are perfect for playing Commander. They're also good for building decks around, as I have done in the past. So before we get started, don't forget to look over the disclaimer that I have in the description below. And without further ado, let's talk about some of the great legends from the Legends set.
Alright, before I start, I'll just let you know that these are not in any particular order. I'm just selecting the ones that I like, that I think would be great in a deck or would be, good for a commander. Alright, so the first one does have a special place in my heart, and that is Gabriel Angelfire. He casts for 3 colorless, plus 2 green and 2 white. He's a 4/4. Now, I use this card to build around my very first deck. The very first deck I ever played was a green and white angel deck. I love that deck. I used to carry it around with me and shuffle it and stuff, even when I wasn't playing it. So let's read the description. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose Flying, First Strike, Trample, or Rampage 3. Gabriel Angelfire gains that ability until your next upkeep. Whenever a creature with Rampage 3 becomes blocked, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn for each creature blocking it beyond the first. Nice. Now, this card has been reprinted. It's in Chronicles. Now, if you'd like to get a hold of the Legends edition, it'll run you right around $33. Okay, next up we have Tetsuo Umezawa. Now, he casts for 1 red, 1 black, and 1 blue, so not a high casting cost at all. He is a 3/3, and his special effect is Tetsuo Umezawa can't be the target of aura spells, and tap 1 blue, 2 black, and 1 red, and tap him, destroy target tapped or blocking creature. Nice. He was not reprinted, but if you'd like to get his card, it'll run you right around $159. Alright, and next up we have Axelrod Gunnarsson. Kind of sounds like a demonic hillbilly, but anyway, he casts for 4 colorless, 2 black, and 2 red. Kind of a high casting cost there, but listen to the description. He's a 5/5, he has Trample, and whenever a creature dealt damage by Axelrod Gunnarsson this turn dies, you gain 1 life, and Axelrod deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Nice. Luckily, this card has been reprinted in Chronicles. If you'd like to get the original Legends, it'll run you around $27. Alright, and next up we have Barktooth Warbeard. He is a legendary human warrior. His casting cost is 4 colorless, 1 black, and 2 red, and he is a 6/5. Doesn't have any special abilities. If you'd like to build a deck around him or add him to your collection, he is relatively inexpensive. He will run you right around $4, and he was not reprinted. And next up we have Gwendolyn DeCourcy. I actually used her as a commander for my commander deck. Her casting cost is 1 blue, 2 black, 1 red. She is a human rogue. She is a 3/5. Tap her. Target player discards a card at random. Activate only during your turn. She currently will cost you around $370. I did not pay that much for her. I bought her about 10 years ago, and she was a lot cheaper than that. However, she has not been reprinted. And next up, we have Jasmine Boreal. She is similar to Gabriel Angelfire as far as the colors she has. She casts for 3 colorless, 1 green, and 1 white. She is a 4/5. She doesn't have any special abilities. Actually, she kind of looks like a woman I used to date, but the woman, of course, was probably nowhere near as sweet as Jasmine. Anyway, she has been reprinted, but if you would like to add her to your Legends collection, she will run you around $5. All right, and next up we have Gerard of the Closed Fist. He is a legendary human knight. He casts for 3 colorless, 1 red, and 2 green. Funny how some of these colors just work so well together. Like, red and green go so well together, and, white and green. Anyway, so he is a 6/5 creature, no special abilities, and he's not too expensive. If you'd like to add him to your Legends collection, he'll run you around $6.12. However, he was not reprinted. All right, and next up we have Johann, without his accomplice Pee-wee. I'll let you figure that out. Anyway, Johann is a legendary human wizard. He casts for 3 colorless, 1 red, 1 green, and 1 white. He is a 5/4. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may have Johann gain. Johann can't attack until end of combat. If you do, attacking does not cause creatures you control to tap this combat if Johann is untapped. Okay. Now, he was reprinted in Chronicles. If you would like to add Johann to your deck, he will cost you right around $35. All right, and next up we have Lady Celeria. She is an elf archer. She casts for 3 colorless, 2 white, and 2 green. She is a 3/6, and her fast effect is tap. Lady Celeria does 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Love it. She has not been reprinted. She's going to run you into a little bit of money. Adding her to your collection will run you right around $50. All right, and next we have Lady Evangela. She is a human cleric. She casts for 1 white, 1 blue, and 1 black. She is a 1/2. Now, her fast effect is tap 1 white, tap 1 black, tap her, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by target creature this turn. Yeah, nice. All right, now, unfortunately, she has not been reprinted. If you would like to add her to your collection, it'll cost you a little bit. She currently is worth around $69. Okay, next up we have Livonia Salone. Now, she casts for 2 colorless, 2 red, and 2 green. She is a legendary human warrior. She's a 4/4, and her special is First Strike, Legendary Landwalk. This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls a legendary land. Yep. She is not extremely cheap. She will actually run you around $74, and she was not reprinted. Another thing you'll notice that some of the legends I am choosing here have a lower casting cost. If you've ever played Commander, you'll kind of understand why. I actually played Commander several years ago against somebody who couldn't even bring out his Commander because the casting cost was too high. Just some food for thought. All right, next up we have Lord Magnus. He is a human druid. He casts for 3 colorless, 1 green, and 2 white. He has First Strike. Creatures with Planeswalk can be blocked as though they didn't have Planeswalk. Creatures with Forest Walk can be blocked as though they didn't have Forest Walk. And he is a 4/3. Pretty cool. You notice a lot of the legends that have white and green would really work out in a deck together too. I mean, you don't necessarily have to play them in Commander. You could actually have a white and green deck with these white and green gold cards in it, and it would be a pretty killer deck, in my opinion. Adding him to your collection isn't going to cost you too much, as he currently is worth around $5, and he was not reprinted. All right, and next up we have Nebuchadnezzar. He is a legendary creature, human wizard. He is a 3/3. He casts for 3 colorless, 1 blue, and 1 black. And his special effect is X, tap him, choose a card name. Target opponent reveals X cards at random from their hand. Then that player discards all cards with that name revealed this way. Activate only during your turn. This is really cool, especially if you know your opponent and know the cards that they like to play. It could really make somebody's day go. Anyway, luckily he was reprinted in Chronicles, because if you'd like to add him to your collection, he'll run you right around $49. All right, and next up we have Princess Lucretia. She casts for 3 colorless, 2 blue, and 1 black. She is a human wizard. A 5/4, tap her, add 1 blue mana. Hey, when you need it, you need it. Anyway, she is not very expensive. To add her to your collection, expect to pay around $3. All right, before I go any further, before somebody asks, I wanted to address this now, because I'm sure somebody will probably ask in the comment section below, why are none of the Elder Dragons on this recommended list? And that is because they all have an upkeep that you have to pay. I don't like paying upkeeps. Now, Nicol Bolas is a pretty bad creature, obviously, but I don't like paying upkeep, especially the cumulative kind. But if you do insist on playing with him, as many of you have fought against him on Arena when you first start, I have good news. And that is, he has been reprinted several times as both a legendary creature without an upkeep and as a planeswalker. So later on I'll have an episode where I discuss some cool planeswalkers, and I'll definitely mention him. All right, next up we have Ramirez de Pietro. He is a legendary creature, a human pirate. He casts for 3 colorless, 1 blue, and 2 black. He is a 4/3 with first strike. Interestingly enough, in a later expansion, he comes back as a zombie, so I guess that life of pirating ended up getting him strung up. Anyway, if you would like to add him to your collection or use him as a commander, he will run you around $6, and he has not been reprinted, at least not in this form. All right, and next up we have Rubinia Soul Singer. She casts for 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 white, and 1 blue. She is a fairy. She's a 2/3. You may choose not to untap Rubinia Soul Singer during your untap phase. Tap her, gain control of target creature for as long as you control Rubinia, and Rubinia remains tapped. Love it. All right, she has been reprinted several times, and if you would like to get the Legends edition of her, it will run you right around $50. All right, and next up we have Sir Shanlar of Eberron, another cool white and green gold creature to add to your totally badass white and green Legends deck. He is a legendary human knight. He is a 4/7. And again, he casts for 4 colorless, 1 white, and 1 green. All right, if you'd like to add him to your ever-growing Legends deck, he will run you right around $4. All right, and next up we have Stang. Yeah. Anyway, he casts for 4 colorless, 1 green, and 1 red. He is a human warrior. He is a 3/4. And when Stang enters the battlefield, create Stang Twin, a legendary 3/4 red and green human warrior creature token. Exile that token when Stang leaves the battlefield. Sacrifice Stang when that token leaves the battlefield. So they are Magic's version of Tomax and Zaymot. All right. Now, this card has been reprinted a few times, but if you'd like to get the original Legends version, it will run you right around $26. All right, and next we have Sonastian Falconer. He is a human shaman. He casts for 3 colorless, 1 red, and 1 green. He is a 4/4. Tap him and add 2 colorless mana. He is currently worth around $7.50, and he has not been reprinted. And our final one for today to add into our also growing red and green Legends deck is the Lady of the Mountain. She casts for 4 colorless, 1 red, and 1 green. She is a 5/5 legendary giant. Okay. If you would like to add her to your collection, she'll run you right around $6. All right, did I forget any other legends that you have used or would like to use in your decks? Let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. In our next episode, we're going to discuss more great cards from the Legends expansion.
Well, that brings this episode of Magic Gamer 74 to a close. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when I upload new material. Also, if you'd like to game with me on Arena, my handle is ClassicGamer74. You can see that right here in the description. I'd love to battle you guys in the Arena. Well, until next time, I'm Anthony Gamer, and I will see all you Planeswalkers in the Arena. Take care. See you soon. Bye.